Hello there and welcome back to Foundry. Yes, we're back on good old Foundry, going to be continuing our single player playthroughs. Let's go ahead and load the game. Anyway, so yeah, we've got a lot of work ahead of us getting this concrete factory. I'm going to try to get it done today. I really hope I can. We spent a lot of time. The reason we didn't get it done last time is because I did spend, for one, there's a couple of reasons. For one, I spent a whole heck of a lot of time moving all the stuff from downstairs. This is what we did last time. So now, if you go downstairs I should say, down ramp. Would it be down ramp? Down slope? Slope down? Something like that. You can see that the entire temporary factory has been removed. And now we've got all these crazy belts and stuff like that. This is the output for the concrete, by the way. This is the logistics floor. People are probably saying, why did you make the logistics floor so darn tall? It's because, for one, walking on top of belts makes you slightly taller, so you can't fit within a 2x1 space gap. The other reason is that we can have belts going up and over, and that doesn't block me from jumping over them and moving around. And same with these too. If I gotta jump over something like this or whatnot, I want to be able to have headroom to be able to do that. Because 3 and even 4 spaces is really not enough. So I think I did 5. You got the hiccups. That came out of nowhere, didn't it? Anyway, so yeah, this is the output. This is actually the input for the ending result. Most of the stuff is going to be coming from over here. We're going to have the crushers. We got to get the mineral rock in here. I'm going to get 4 belts of mineral rock coming up, or 5 belts of mineral rock coming up probably. Which should be interesting for that tunnel, because that tunnel is definitely not going to be fitting that. So, oh wait, no, we don't have to do that. We got mineral rock right over here. I completely forgot. I don't know if this is the game's beginning mineral rock. I don't think it is. If we actually scan, yeah, there it is. You can see that it's not very big, but it is down there. So we'll definitely pull some miners up, pull some belts up, and that'll do for now, I would think. And then we've got the main bus line. I don't know if I'm gonna go back up to get to the main bus line. I probably will, because that would probably be the best way. It's just that the main bus line needs. I kind of wanted it to be above ground, so that way we have concrete going in, we have plates going in, we have rods going in, and then everything, that kind of stuff. I think that'd be interesting. But yeah, we got to get the concrete factory done today. So, but yeah, temporary factory is gone. We're on a very limited budget, I should say, of materials. We've got rods, we've got plates, machines, and pipes, and railings, and stairs, and ladders. All this other crap. We got railings, and foundation, and steel, and explosives, and conveyor belt ramps, and belts, and we got a little bit of science over there, which we can't do any more science anyway, but we got that, and we've got a BB to talk to. What do you have to say there, buddy? Tickling him with the drill. Expand smelters.
Okay, math genius. If it takes 8 small smelters to fill up a conveyor belt, then we'll build 8 for each metal ore. Are you feeling a little spooked when it's dark? No worries, BB. We can create some light poles to brighten up our nights.
Sweet. It's like a dog. Anyway, let's see. Don't worry, I got you covered. Where? It was which box? This box. Here we go. Like I said, I got you covered. Don't worry. Let's do this. Do that. Got some light poles. You underneath there for some particular reason. Oh yeah, right. So, how do I rotate again? Couldn't remember. Yeah, that's enough. There's enough light for you. Uh, and then we'll throw another one like, I don't know. We'll throw it back to back on this one. Like that. There we go. Enough lights? Happy? Actually, I think that task complete. Yep.
Oh yes, you've illuminated my perspective. Things are looking exceptionally bright around here. We are making great progress. New exciting blueprints are coming up, exactly as the disaster protocol suggests. BB, any updates on the station? No, not yet. Okay, we'll follow the protocol and continue to expand until you have news for us. You're right. This will provide a good supply of plates and rods. But given the task at hand, soon we might have to scale it up even further. For now, let's not get ahead of ourselves and just take a moment to celebrate this victory.
I've completed a lot of tasks. Task complete.
Corporate guidelines say we're using suboptimal energy generation methods. Only steam turbines provide maximum efficiency. We need to fix that.
No, we need to go nuclear. That's what we need to do.
We are now compliant with the guidelines. Great work, team. BB, do you have any updates on Mission Command? What? How can the analysis say that the Mission Command space station was destroyed nearly 32 years ago? How can that be? Why has our drop pod only launched just now? You need to continue digging through the archives.
Interesting. No, we definitely haven't completed that yet.
Right. This moon had been chosen for the Foundry initiative because it's not only rich in minerals, but it's also full of a liquid resource called olumite. This sticky liquid can be refined into the various chemical products we're going to need. We should find some and drill it up. Right. This moon had been chosen for the...
Okay, yeah, they just added as well. You can skip dialogue. Yeah, otherwise, you couldn't do that. You just have to sit there and listen to them. It's just like, I didn't know. Okay, so alumite. I'm guessing that's what these are, but we haven't unlocked that stuff yet. So we're just gonna ignore it. Yeah, I completely forgot about all that. Just had a bunch of tasks to take. It's like when you play. It's like when you play Skyrim. And you go and do a bunch of like cave clearing and stuff, get a bunch of items, and you're just like, man, I got all these stupid story items in my inventory and I can't get rid of them. And then you start finding those tasks out in the world. It's like, hey, can you go get this for me? Or hey, I'm looking for this. If you come across it, let me know. And it's just like, oh, you mean this old thing? It's so satisfying when you come across stuff like that. It's great. Anyway. Okay, so today's task, like I said, is to get the concrete factory up and running. I'm going to try my best. So another reason we didn't get it done last time, not only did we remove the temporary factory and move everything up here, I did let the factory kind of run in certain areas and get like these full boxes. So these full boxes, we got plenty of rods, plenty of plates. And all this stuff. A lot of these boxes most of these boxes are completely full of stuff, if not completely full of stuff. And then, main portion like belts. Well, we did have more belts up there, but I guess I got them in my pocket and stuff like that. But the other reason I didn't get it done is because all that stuff took me around 4 hours to get this all moved up here, get everything removed, and I had to let the factories run. I had to give it time. So that I could get enough materials that I could complete this task, getting all these factories up and going before I run out of materials. And and I was on by that time I was on a very limited I was already late. I had to do had to go and join a Valheim stream because we're doing Valheim. If you have not seen it, we got a couple episodes out already, so definitely check those out if you've got the time. Because we're doing the Ashlands update, the newest stuff. I mean, we're starting completely from scratch, which is awesome. I love doing that, but yeah, it's pretty cool. So definitely give it a check out if you haven't already. Yes, we need machines. Okay. So what we need to do is we got to come over here. We have 25 concrete factories. So what we have to do is we have to times everything. Every one of these has to be times by 25. We've already worked out that one pipe will be sufficient for this entire factory. We might run a couple, but I think one will do. I think one is sufficient to bring us pipe. Now we're going to run pipe underground so that we don't see it. Of course, I'm not going to run it across the road or anything crazy like that. I'll run my pipes underground, like a real city. Then we've got gravel and we've got cement. So gravel seems like the most, so let's work that out. I really wish they'd have a built-in calculator, because this is crazy. All right, so we already had the calculation from last time. 16 times 25, that's 400 gravel per minute. So we need to go grab some crushers. I know I got crushers there, but get out of here. Okay, crushers. I got more crushers here. Here we go. We'll just take the stack of crushers. Fine. So yeah, we gotta set up for not only crushers for that, but we gotta do crushers for the cement as well. So we gotta keep that in mind. I'm just gonna throw down a crusher just to see how much it makes, because I never can remember. And why is it always with these games the menus don't tell you exactly how? Satisfactory is the only one that's been like that, where you can actually hover over an item or click it. Well, not hover over it. Sorry, click an item in Satisfactory. Click it. You can actually see exactly how much a machine produces, which is nice. But this one, you just have to do the old put down a machine, set the recipe, and then see what it wants. So this makes 30 a minute. So we're going to take that 400 and we're going to divide that by 30, and that's going to give us 13.33 repeating. So 14 crushers to make gravel. Now these ones are going to be very interesting. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to try to keep keep the space. We're going to have to split the space between that and the cement. So, and then I'm going to put this machine here. Oops, there we go. I forgot I'd set the right click to work. So change that to cement. Okay, we make 10 cement a minute. So let's go back over here. We need 8 cement a minute. So we're going to need less than 25, essentially. So if you take that 8 times 25, that was 200. And we take that 200 divided by what, 10? Which will be 20. Yeah, take that 10 divided by 200. Or, sorry, 200 and then divide that by 10. I'm pretty sure that's 20. Yeah. Okay, so we need 20 of those, and we need 14 of these. We need 20 cement mixer or cement crushers. Holy freaking crap. Pretty sure I did that right. 25 times 8. That is correct. Yeah, that's 200. Okay, well, there we go. Alright, let me grab some stuff to make some signs. I'll put some signs up here so I don't forget. So then I don't have to do the maths all over again. Let's see. These signs are actually really nice. As you can see here, they're not too bad. I wish this button was a little more obvious. I also like how, I don't know if it was from my video or if that was just from multiple people, but multiple people asking. But it would be funny if it was my video that they made the button on the back of the little launch pod thing, the little emergency launch pod. What was it? This thing here, the emergency beacon. They made the button on the back of the emergency beacon more noticeable. I remember I couldn't find it. Remember that? That was so funny. That was good. I laughed. I laughed when I seen that. Went. Was that my video? No, probably not. But still funny. Still hilarious. Man, it was so good. I was like, it's just I would laugh. Okay, so we're just gonna type in a brisk 20 into there. So 20 of those, and then we needed 14 of these. I know it says 13.3, but we can't. For one, we can't set clocking on any of these machines like satisfactory, and for two, you might as well overdo anyway. Not that you would be able to undo that. But anyway, so we're gonna need. Jeez, we're gonna need 200 there. And then another, so both of these take the same, so 10. And then, so 14, 14 times that is 140, 200, so 340 is what we're going to need. And what do these do? 320. Oh, so one belt short. We're going to be bringing a bunch of belts, but that is funny. Okay, so now that we got that worked out, now we can work out, okay, how many machines do we need in total? We need 34. 34 crushers in total. So yeah, we might be doing multiple floors here. Let's see how much space we've got. We don't even have a full block of space over here. It's like it's like a quarter of a lot, or it's around 3/4 of a block. Something like that. Okay, 34 crushers. So let's go grab our 34 crushers first. That'll work there. So then, crushers. What was it? It was control, right click, split. Split that by 4. 1, 2, 3. So now we got 34. 34 crushers, okay. And the cool thing is we can copy this when we get to setting them up, so. I just want to get yeah, we'll do the 20. Let's do the 20 first. So we're gonna need 2 inputs to 1 output. So that's gonna be interesting. We'll put those. If anything, we should put those on the bottom floor, right? Because they're gonna have 3 belts worth. And we're also gonna need iron over here too. So let's give a 3 space, just like we have for everything else. I might take that design we have over there, which that one is a 2 input single. I mean, it's a triple input, but that's that 1 input's pipe. So that one has a dual input, 1 output as well. It's like I might take that design. So they got the screens facing each other. Yeah, I might do that. So let's have a. Well, we need a space of 5, so we got to do. We should probably do 5 by 4. That'll probably work. Let's do a 3 space in between each. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, perfect. We could also do a 6. Wait, does 20 go into 6? No. No. Maybe it's 18, 24. Yeah. Okay, so it's got to be a 5 by 4. Now, however, we can, like, take up this space. Doesn't go into 14 either, so this one can't be the 14. It's 1, 2, 3. Just making sure we rotate. Okay. So we got do that. Again, another 3. Okay, so just like that. Now, what I have done was I have given myself enough space, so that I can run other belts, because we're gonna have a second floor. There's just no getting around that, really. Even if we smash all these together, I mean, we could, but having them spaced out like this does kind of, render itself to being really cool. So, yeah, we're gonna have enough space so that we can run belts up for mineral rock and stuff, and for mineral rock going up, and then the gravel coming back down. So we'll leave this big space open here to be able to do that kind of thing. So, all right. So to get this going, we're going to try to take up as small space as possible, which will probably be like this. Yep. We'll just we'll put holes like that every 4. That's just so we can run our belts and things. Alrighty then. So I've done a few things as well. I kind of got. I'm glad you guys. I'm not gonna show any of that because I was just kind of. It wasn't really doing much, but I kind of got on a sidetrack and decided to, because I was bringing in this stuff here. I decided to put a 5th belt all the way back here. So now we have a 5th belt for our Technomore, as well as we have a 5th belt for our iron. Sorry, copper and our iron. As well, because I kind of got on a sidetrack. The reason I got on this sidetrack, and I'll show you, is because I was building this over here, and I was putting up these belts, and I know I put a bunch of holes, and I've corrected that now. And of course, I did not copy those. I had to say, I'm not going to remove them, put them back. It's because I needed more iron for 1. And for 2, I was building these, right? And if we actually go downstairs, I needed to move this iron line, or this copper line, out of the way. So this copper line was actually running, what was it, running about here or so, and it was going to be in the way. So I decided to move it, and yeah, I have to follow this wall because the outside of this wall is where the water's going to be. So I do have to follow that, yes. But it looks a little crazy on the map. You see this fat line, this very thick line with 2 C's going along, which then goes over here, and I put it over here because the iron comes all the way over. So then I was like, okay, well, I'll throw a 5th line on that real quick. And then and then I'm like, oh yeah, I got a 5th line and some miners to put on that to put on the iron line as well. And I was like, oh, then that's perfect because I'm going to need more iron because I'm going to be turning iron into concrete or into cement. So we're going to have to bring over a belt line for that as well. Yeah, it was this whole thing. So, yeah, what I'm going to do, okay, how are we going to do this? Because I need rubble, right? I don't need this refined stuff. Yeah, I need the rubble. Okay. So what we might do is throw a splitter. I don't want to throw... I'll throw the splitter and go this way with it, which means this ramp has got to move, unfortunately. I haven't used this ramp in a while, so what we'll do is we'll get rid of it. There we go. Yeah, we'll just get rid of that conveyor belt lift completely. It's been a long time coming, honestly. Okay, just fill it in. Yeah, we'll just throw the splitter back here actually, and then it's out of the way. Let's see, because how much iron ore rubble are we gonna need? Will a single belt line actually work? I should probably look. Oh, of course I can't tell. Because I need to take the ore rubble times 25. Or sorry, times 34, sorry. No, 20. Times 20. 5 times 20, that's 40. So, yeah, we're good. Okay. We are more than good. That's great. That's not very much for all of those machines. That's actually pretty darn good. Doesn't take very much. Okay, now we'll just throw a splitter right there. Perfect. Okay, and then I'm just going to run this all the way along the edge because we've got this iron in the way. Or, sorry, we got this copper in the way. And what we'll do is we'll go up and over it and call it a day there. I don't exactly know where I'm going to put it first, so we'll just put it over to there. Here comes iron. And while that's heading over here, let's go ahead and get these done. So I'm just going to have a single input for each, for the ore mineral rock and for the iron, because both of those will fit on a single belt. So what we'll do is we'll bring them down. Like these are, like the staircase stuff, and then we'll merge them together. So these ones are pretty easy. If you don't know how to build these are pretty darn easy to build. So you can just put like stuff like this, and we're gonna do a two ramp because that works pretty darn well. Plus it'll keep it nice and neat. Then you take your other belt. Whoops, you take your belt. So you've been pointing the belts going uphill. Then, of course, you could also do this downhill, but it's actually easier to go pointing uphill and go downhill. So basically, go the opposite way, building it the opposite way, but having the belts go the correct way that you want. So we're going to point it at the belt, which is going to create a corner, just like this. And then we're going to rotate that around, just like that. And we need to stay within this space because we're going to have outputs and stuff, and I don't want to have to cross over belts and stuff. All right. So now that you got that, now you could just take your ramps, rotate them the correct way, of course. Point them at your belt. We'll go down 2. And we'll do this with all of these. Yeah, I'm gonna leave all that other because I did get pretty damn distracted. It was hilarious, dude. I was just like, and I look over at the time, I'm just like, man, I've been doing this and over an hour has passed. It's like, you know what? We're just not gonna have that in the video. Yeah, and then same with this one. So you have them point towards the ramp on the ends. And you could do this with a single ramp, going up or going down, whichever way, as well. And then what you'll do is you go on the inside, point this one towards the outside one from the inside, just like that. And then you flop this around, and it looks like you're connecting the belts, but in fact they are going away from each other. So there's those, and then again, pull the ramps out. Rotate them the correct way. Go down 2 as well. I might go down 3 here rather than wrapping back around again, because everything's going to be coming in from this side anyway. So yeah, we'll just go down go down the rest with 3, because it'll be out of the way of the outputs, because the outputs are going to be over here. So. And plus the outputs are going to be on that level, like up there, which will work just fine. So, actually, yeah, I do need okay. Yeah, I forgot. We're going to use this space for going back up with more mineral rocks. So we're going to have to, we are going to have to rotate it around. And in fact, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, we want them spread. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, this will work. Okay. And again, point them at the ramps. Sorry, I'm trying to picture exactly how this is going to go in my head. And yeah, if we actually spread them out, it'll be easier to separate keep the materials separate. rather than getting them real close together like this and accidentally throwing a material on the other belt that we don't want, because these are going to have two separate materials on them. So yeah, it's like we do need to separate them out. There we go. Okay. All right, so we got to pick a side. Which side's going to be mineral rock and which side's going to be iron. I think the furthest away should probably be iron, because that'll be the closest, because the mineral rock's going to be coming in this way. So yeah, so what we'll do is I might have the iron hop up and over each side. So what we'll do is we'll put splitters like this. So put a splitter like this, and then yeah, and then that's a problem right there. I got it. I know exactly what to do. Okay, we'll separate the sides. So what we'll do is we'll do it like over here. We'll do it over here instead. This way it keeps it away from the other material. I'll do this. Perfect. Wait a minute. Let's do it this way. Yes. Oh yes. Don't ask me what the fuck. I have no idea. Oops. Sometimes you do go a little bit insane on these factory games. It does happen. Okay, so here's our main line. Going all the way. And actually, this one doesn't need to be a splitter, because we're not going to be going any further with it. So this is going to be the iron going in. And then what we'll do is we'll do this. Alright, hold on. Can we do... Yeah, we can do that. That will work. Oh, this is perfect. That'll just keep everything... Gotta keep them separated. Yeah. Don't ask me. I listen to a lot of music, okay. I've been listening to music ever since I was extremely young. You know, classic rock, punk rock. Yeah. You got the you got all kinds, just about all the rock genres. Just about I like. The only type of punk rock I don't like is when it gets whiny. You know, when it turns into country, basically, where it's just like, you know, talking about just all kinds of crazy stuff. It's just like, so done hearing this stuff. I mean, I get it. It's sad. It's your life story, or whatever. But, oh man, I want to listen to music. I don't want to feel a certain type of way about it. Of course, most of the time I just I know most of my playlist, all the songs on it, stuff like that. So what I tend to do is I tend to just listen for a background noise, essentially. And of course, most of my stuff's like pre-90s, pre-90s or up to like mid-90s maybe. I think that's when it really started getting a little bit weird. Okay. So that's the iron going in, and then it's going to split off each line. Of course, we're going to have it, set it this way. Yeah. Set it primarily towards that, and it is going up. And then once this line gets full, then it'll move on to the next. So it's basically like a smart splitter there in Satisfactory. Yeah, so that'll work there. And then this gives us plenty of room for other belt stuff. So if it goes directly, if I have to go up and over belts like this, I think I am going to use this method of keeping as much space as possible. So then we don't have to cross over belts, crossing over other belts, you know. try to keep the crossovers as least as possible. Yep, now that bat line is full, and on it goes. It's so cool to watch it go up. To watch it go up the escalator, essentially, up the staircase. I love it. You know what I really love doing, and I haven't done it in a long time, but I have done it in Satisfactory where I had it was just for fun. It was like but it was like I had Mark V belts and I had like certain things on them, and I would just let them like run this continuous. Almost, I guess it's because when I was a kid I had let's get this minute wrong. When I was a kid I had the marble stuff. I don't know if you guys remember the marble track or whatever. And I'd always set up like this super elaborate, and even if it was built out of random pieces of stuff I just had at the time, I'd build out this elaborate marble track that would even use Hot Wheels cars tracks and stuff. It was always fun. Where's this block? We'll use this one first. Here we go. But yeah, I'd always use like would always use that kind of stuff, and it was always fun. Even using like Hot Wheels cars. Yeah, it's always kind of fun like that. I always enjoyed that kind of stuff. And then I used to have a marble game as well, there where I'd build like you could build like elaborate track stuff. Go crazy with it like that. Okay, I think this will do. Let's throw down some explosives. Let's lay down some explosives. Where'd that go? Hello? I don't know where that went. Oh, I guess we'll find out. Okay, it went inside the bush. All right, good. I am gonna throw my scanner. Right there. Good combination. Yeah, we're right on top of it. It is gonna be a little bit deep, so I'm gonna have to blow this place open. All right, perfect. That'll give us enough space to work with, hopefully. Just, yeah, using the explosive trick just really works out, and I'm so glad. Okay, I want to be... Yeah, we want to be about half or so with it. So, throw down some... Just got to throw down some foundation. And just like that. Now, of course, it's gonna take a little bit. I did go a little crazy on this corner. I don't know why. It is gonna take a little bit to get this stuff mining and get it out of here. I'm gonna have to go get some more stuff so I can get some more miners as well. Okay, I think we got it. Yep, we got our foundation down now. We'll still have to mine down a little bit, but it won't be near as bad. Okay, let's see if we can get ourselves out of here now. Can I get out of this spot? Maybe take out these 2 blocks. We might be able to get out. Yeah, perfect. Alright. And there we go. Plenty of space to work with. Yeah, we're a little high on this one. Yeah, we're a little bit high. Let me lower this down. Okay. I think that's a bit better now. That's where the foundation was. Go down a couple blocks lower and it's so much better. And then we need to figure out a way to get out of here as well. That's a long way up. So we're gonna have to probably blow open a like a tunnel going that way. I think that'll be the best spot. Yeah, if we go this way, hopefully we can get up to the top here before it hits that. I mean, we could go this way and then curl around, but I mean, what we could do is we could cover over this entirely and then go this way. I don't know. Depends on, because what I'm worried about is the mineral rock getting over here, or over here, sorry. The mineral rock getting over there. Yeah, that is going to be the challenge because we don't have elevators yet. So usually an elevator would be perfect for this, but unfortunately we don't have that. So we're going to have to make some ramps. And no, I can't do the switch. I'm not doing a switchback 5 times. We could, of course, but I don't know if it's really worth all of that because you need a 2 space for each belt. That'd be pretty crazy. All right, let me see what I can get done here. All right, so I got the mineral rock up here finally. That did take a little while, blowing up the explosives and stuff like that, getting the tunnel built and all that. So I built the tunnel out of foundation because I think that's way better than just an open, weird looking tunnel. So it does pop out up here. I decided to go this way because there was a 1 space gap in here, which is actually okay. Excuse me. Well, okay with that. I got the hiccups. I don't know why. Yeah, we got our miners down here, just mining away at this mineral rock here. And once this mineral rock's gone, then we'll go further, of course. And I'll just cover this over. It'll be like the Satisfactory playthrough where we had like the train tunnels that still existed. That was pretty funny. But yeah, I'm going to run the middle rock all the way along here, of course, finish this off. And then one line is going to split to that. I'm going to actually do two different belts, because eventually it is going to up itself. So we'll do 2 different belts, one belt doing this stuff and one belt doing the other. But I am going to run all 5 belts over here as well. So that'll take a minute. As well, but then we can start making cement. I don't think it just, I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, so let's get that going. Okay, so now that we've got all that, I'm actually glad I did this bridge because it actually worked out. It worked out fairly well, actually. Pretty happy with that. This little bridge of iron. So now we've got our mineral rock. I know it looks like crap right here. But there's nothing I can do about it, to be honest, because I've already dictated where the river's gonna go, if we ever get the ability to put water in, and where this wall is and stuff like that, which follows the coastline. So it'll just have to be like this. But if you look at the map, look at the massive width of a thing. It's quite crazy. It actually covers up a lot of the machines that were right here, which is interesting. I guess the map really doesn't matter all that much. Hopefully what they can do is they can, because it seems like the belts override everything else, depending on whether there's higher or lower. It doesn't seem like height is a concern, so for what the map dictates, so what's where. But yeah, this last belt here, this one's going to go for all of these. So we're going to do the exact same thing we did on the other side, which is going to be... we need to put a splitter here. I hope it'll fit, actually. Because I want it to go this way. No, it's not going to fit. Not before each. What we could do is do it like this, then, to start out. And then... yeah, because that single belt there, so... yeah. We'll run it like that. And then this will be... this should work, right? I would hope, anyway. Oh, that's not going to work. Okay, so we need to move this back 1, so then it will work. Actually, do we? No, we don't. If we can get it to... actually, yeah, we probably should, but... yeah, so then right there, and then the last one could be there. Okay. Let's move this back just 1 space. And we'll have our splitter. Yeah, it's a little bit tight right here because we're right at the edge of the city, so that's why everything's kind of packed in. Yeah, then we'll run it like that. And then this one will go there. that. And we should start hearing... no, I don't have the inserters in, actually. So we should start hearing some crushing going on, but... Yeah, I forgot I don't actually have the... I don't have the stuff, so yeah. That one goes that way, and that way. So yeah, now it's preferencing the one beforehand. And then we'll have the input for the other two are going to be on this side anyway, so... or for the other set, which will be upstairs. Okay, so now we have... Almost. I'm going to let this all get up to the top and let it get all backed up first. And then this will keep it from overloading the belt too later on, so... It's quite a crazy belt though, I will say. Got a lot of materials going up. Yeah, alright, so that's all good there. Let's go ahead and head upstairs and let's get those inserters in place. We're gonna need the long-handed inserters too. Where's my... There it is. I was like, where's my factory-making hotbar? We're starting to run low on belts though, so we need to get going on this stuff. Yeah, you can see we have a little over a container's worth of belts left, and then whatever's on me. So, just gonna destroy this. Don't need that. However, the stone, I'm gonna try not to destroy the stone because I do want to keep a little bit on me for like that kind of stuff. So, all right. And then over to machines, there's machines. And let's grab a stack of those. Actually, let's grab these instead. There we go. Wait. Whatever, it doesn't matter. What was that? That was weird. I think it was bugging out there a little bit, huh? Okay. So yeah, I gotta go around and set these real quick. Set these up. Dang it. Forgot to middle click them. It's just too bad you can't like do this and then place it on top. Or like hold control or something like that. Or like control C and then like middle click again. Like to like do this and then then control click to paste or whatever. I think you could probably do that, I just don't know how to do it. Paste configuration, shift left mouse button. Okay, copy, shift R. Okay, and then shift left. Aha! Okay, so there is a way. Oh, well, you know what? That's, I'm glad they added that, because that does make, get the machines down. Good job. I might look at those controls later to change it, but the tablet, having the tablet out. So I guess that is a decent use for the tab. Nice. That took much less time than I expected it to. Alright. So now we'll go ahead and input. Oh balls. Fuck. That's not good. One of two things has to happen now. Which I think I know exactly what's going to happen. The machines are going back one. Okay. I am not rebuilding those inputs. I will shift the machines backwards in order to fit before I go and do that crap. All right, let me get that fixed real quick. I completely screwed that up. Okay, so this is taking up me quite a long time. I had to completely rebuild the inputs and everything. It was so annoying. You know why? Because when I started building the outputs, so when I started doing the input stuff, right? This is exactly what had happened. This right here takes up this entire space, this ramp, and this is putting it as far as it can go this way. So the output here, when I started doing the outputs, I learned that I needed an extra space in between the machines. So rather than 3 space, I needed a 4 space for this output to work correctly. Yeah. And it just didn't work. So I had to completely tear everything down and completely rebuild it. I'm almost done. It was a mess. So everything did get rearranged down here, at least a little bit. So I'm going to hook up the iron now, because I forgot to connect that. Right, connect that, so that'll do the iron, and then this is actually, now that all the inputs and outputs and everything are going to go, this will start making the concrete. Once it gets up there, of course. And yeah, this is relatively the same. It's pretty damn close to what it was, so. Yep, they're working. Okay. Then we should start seeing some concrete bags coming down the pike here. Oh, I gotta completely rebuild these. I forgot. Oh, I gotta redo the outputs. That's, or not the outputs entirely, but I gotta redo these last bit of outputs because I did screw it up. I did screw this up. So yeah, these ones here gotta go. And then that belt's gotta move too. Yeah. So this right here, all the way to here. Yeah, because after I had rebuilt it, you can see there was an input here, and I'll show you. This will kind of give you context there. So, one. Okay, so yeah, you can see there is a space of 1, 2, 3, 4 between those two. 1, 2, 3, 4 between this one, and then right here, 1, 2, 3. That's exactly why you can see I had to move the ramp and everything. So yeah, it's just a mess. And while that's building, we'll go ahead and fix that. Slow it down. Wait, can I? Oh, okay, yeah. I gotta remove this block. I did have all the output done, and then I had to completely redo this whole thing. And then I had to do the last line because I put a 3 space instead of a 4 space. One block can screw up your whole day, which it certainly did. One row of blocks certainly did screw up my whole build here. So I had to completely rebuild everything. Okay, so now they're all merged together. Let's get that last belt in. You want to merge it together like this so that it's completely even, and that's why I'm doing it this way with the splitters / mergers. Oops. And then same with this one. If you want to completely merge this nicely, you gotta do it like that. That's the reason. So if you're ever putting 2 belts together, if it's possible. Especially with high inputs coming in from both lines that are close to the belt speed. It doesn't matter with the low point lines as much, but definitely try to put a balancer in. When doing that. So like this here, essentially. So you can see after the balancer, I don't put a belt after the balancer here. This is the main line, and then we're balancing into the line, basically. So then it'll input them evenly. Oops. Oh, there's another set. Whoops. So right there. So then we're balancing. This one's... I'm gonna have to rebuild this line, I think, here. I had to move over, or I had to change my gravel input as well. Or I'll have to change my gravel input right there. That is a little bit of a mess. Okay. So that works there, and then just as a kind of safety thing, I'll just go like this. Work. Okay, and bam! Now we should start seeing see how all the lines are moving. Press 0 here. So this line is moving, this line is moving, that line's moving, and That line's moving. Okay, all 4 lines are moving for the output. Because now we're starting to output into our concrete factory, which is the one that actually makes the concrete. Now, I did have a chance. I don't think I'm going to be able to have a chance to change these. I don't think. Don't know if it's going to be possible. If I can reach that. I don't think I can reach that. I'm certainly going to try, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I wanted to reach the output so it outputs evenly to each one of these. You see it's moving all the way down to the end of the line. It's okay, it'll balance out anyway because we're not going to be making concrete just yet anyways. So, and while we're building that, this can go and fill up as well, all that stuff. So, and I'm not going to put concrete bags or gravel into the into the mall, because there's no reason to have that kind of stuff, because we're just turning a couple of raw resources into another raw resource essentially. So you can't do anything with that. You can't. You just can't. It's just one of those things. So let's go ahead and head upstairs and make sure everything's working correctly. Also, I want to get rid of some of this metal rock and iron I have in my inventory. Throw it in some of these machines. Yeah, see, they're all working. See, we're getting concrete on the inner line, it looks like. Just whatever was easiest to connect to is what I connected to. I didn't really pick specifically. And then, of course, these machines are going to take... You can see there's 6 in there. Why isn't there 8? I don't know. It's just whatever. Whatever the machine wants to do. Yeah, now we can go boop. And over to the next one, boop. Over to the next one, boop. Yep, and it'll just work through those. Yeah, looks pretty good though. Everything seems to be working. All of the outputs and everything are there. Yep. This one is making, right? Why isn't it outputting anymore? Is it just that slow? Oh yeah, it's just that slow. Okay. But yeah, we got our cement. We had our cement bags by taking limestone and a bit of iron. I think the iron they're using as the catalyst that actually makes the limestone. Because concrete is made up of? It's made up of gravel, basically gravel, limestone, and there's a catalyst in there that when that catalyst is mixed with water and all the other ingredients, it becomes a substance, and once that substance is allowed to dry out, it becomes rock solid. The limestone, I think, the limestone and gravel's like, I think it's something like that. Just it's been years since I've looked up what concrete. Looked up with concrete and stuff like that, but yeah, we're right up against that stuff too. We have no space, by the way, over here. We are literally right up against it. I cannot, like, even if I wanted to have one space over there, I couldn't because the belt's here. You can see this one is right up against it, so if I moved it one square over, I wouldn't be able to have those inputs. So yeah, we're just gonna have to not be able to have stuff. Let's go grab some no, we won't grab some catwalks just yet. It's like, let's grab some catwalks. It's like, no, we still got to do the second floor as well. So, I can't put foundation in here, can I? No. Okay. Yeah, these are all have to be open spots. But luckily, if we fall in, it's not a big deal. We're not going to fall down to the second floor or anything. But this one is done. We no longer need this sign or this crusher. So now we need to do the 14. That one may have to wait till next time. We'll get the factory for the concrete going next time, and then we can start doing like sidewalks and stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of what we got done today, at least for the underside and stuff like that. The amount of hours it taken. We got our limestone in. We had to bring in a completely brand new resource via the limestone in the mineral rock. I don't understand what these little black splotches are. I have no idea if it's like a chasm or whatever it's looking at, I have no clue. But yeah, being that I'm pretty sure with the stuff I'm going to be, the stuff I got in mind and marked out for content. However, the stuff that I do and whatnot, I'm pretty sure we're getting close to the end of the episode here. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Next time we'll get the gravel, which gravel will be super easy. We'll get it done just perfectly. Like I said, I was going to try today to get it done, but obviously that didn't happen just because of the amount of time I had to put in. And I got other stuff to do. So, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and do the gravel next time, which is just straight mineral rock to gravel. Perfect. We're going to run it up this way in the spot here. I'm going to run a single belt. I'm going to run a single belt in the center here or something similar. And then that's going to then do that. And that'll start our concrete process, which is going to be awesome and whatnot. So that's going to be really cool. And what I'm also going to do is underneath on the logistics floor, I think we're going to do that with all these machines for the moment, is temporarily put down some boxes so that we can go to the logistics floor, grab what we need, and then and whatnot. And those will all just be in boxes and stuff, and that'll be really good. So, but yeah, all we need is the gravel, and then of course we need the water, so that'll be next time too. Next time, gravel, water, and then we're making concrete. So that'll probably take up that episode as well. Also, that episode will be on a Friday. So yeah, weekend's getting close. It's getting close. All right. Well, anyway, like I said, that is going to be it. So I do hope you enjoyed, and until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.